This week on Niagara 124, Ebola. We've got to find something to else to talk about. ISIS, we still need something else. Halloween, too spooky for me. Trains, planes, and automobiles, why everything is failing us. Just enjoy our theme and sit back, relax while we set up. Happy Friday, ladies and gentlemen! How is everyone doing today? We have lots of stories to cover. As always, I'm Nico. Bobby will be here shortly. As always, if you want to talk to us, you can tweet us at Niagara124. You can follow us on Facebook at Niagara1/24, or you can call into the studio at 716-286-7315. And please call in, I'm very lonely. Well, in the news, do we really want to talk about Ebola this week? I'm going to wait until Bobby comes to talk about Ebola this week, because I'm sure he will have some fascinating tidbits of information that aren't in my notebook. But I'm going to cover a story that not many people know about. This happened yesterday. 44 injured, 5 critical, in an Arkansas train collision. A sightseeing trip collided with a freight train on Thursday in northwest Arkansas around 10:30 a.m. 37 were able to walk away from the wreck, which is nice. Also, 300 gallons of diesel fuel spilled, so they had to call in a hazmat team. But here's where the irony of this is. The passenger train that stalled on the tracks was, alerted the local authorities and the train people. So they sent another train to go get it. The train they sent to go help jumpstart the train was the freight train that collided with it. Just to put this into perspective, this is like when you have your coat stuck in a chair and your friend comes barreling towards you as fast as they can possibly run, screaming, "I will help! I will help!" and crashes into you, knocking both of you over. It's not exactly the wisest thing to do. It's an awkward situation at the least, and at the most, it's a painful situation. Apple launches the new iPad mini, otherwise known as the iPhone 7, and the iPad Air 2, otherwise known as the iPhone 8. Also, Apple Pay will be launched on Monday, meaning that all these credit cards we have are pointless until someone hacks the iCloud account, of course. Yes. I want to know what you people are thinking about either one of these stories, so please tweet in, call in if you guys keep forgetting the number. I will say it every 2.5 seconds. 286-7315. That is 286-7315. Oh, I gotta save this one for Bobby. But, while I'm waiting, I might as well present this week's trivia question, considering last week I waited until, 5 minutes before the show ended. Actually, not even. I think I waited 1 minute. Billy Bob was last week's winner. Our old out-of-house correspondent, Billy Bob. No affiliation to us, but our number one fan, so might as well be a member of our crew. We still don't know who Billy Bob is, anonymous, but here's this week's trivia question. What made-in-America item are people hungry for all over the world? Tweet us a response at Niagara124, and you can win bragging rights and a shout-out. That's all we have. Anywho, I'm sorry. This has been a very slow news week. This has been a very slow news. This is like, with the exception of Ebola and Ebola, there hasn't been much on the news this week. But and I want to save some of these for our in-house resident Bobby, who amazingly is setting up. So, Bobby.
Hi.
Yeah, he's here. So we can finally get to the actual news that I've been holding out because we want to talk together about it, right, Bobby?
Sure.
This is one of those weeks, isn't it? It's been a weird day, folks. It's been a weird day. So I was just telling them. Well, I already told them the story, but I'll send it to you later, Bobby. I'll post it on Facebook. It was an interesting story. It was kind of ironic, but
Ironic?
well, it was okay. I'm just gonna repeat it, just the run course because I already said it. There was a train crash in Arkansas. And there was a passenger train that stalled on the tracks, so they sent another train to go help it, and the train that went to go help it crashed into the other train.
Wow, what?
Yes.
Oh my god.
Yes.
Gosh.
So I said that it was like when you get your jacket stuck in a chair and your friend goes barreling at you, like, I will help, and tackles you.
Alright.
Yes. And I talked about the iPad Mini and the iPad Air. I talked about, and Apple Pay.
Yes.
Yeah, I just mentioned
Apple Pay's interesting.
Apple Pay's interesting until they hack your account. Oh gosh.
Alright, what else do we have today?
What else do we have today?
I think that's all I missed, right?
We have Billy Bob, you're halfway there. I need a brand, Billy Bob. I need a brand.
What?
Oh, there was a trivia question of the day, which was, what made in America item are people hungry for all over the world? But don't say it.
I have no idea. I don't know.
It's actually Billy Bob is halfway there, but it needs to be a brand. It's a specific brand. I know that's obnoxious, but Billy Bob, we believe in you. Do you want to talk about Ebola? We kind of have to. I don't want to, but it's all that's been on the news this week.
All right, yes.
Okay. So the second nurse that got infected with Ebola, the one that traveled from Texas to Cleveland and back from Cleveland to Texas, and a lot of people have been criticizing her, saying that she should have known and not gotten on this plane, but she actually called the CDC several times before she got on the flight, saying she had a fever of 99.5, but because it wasn't 100.4 or higher, which would be high risk, she was allowed to board the plane, and the CDC ignored her calls. To which the CDC responded, and I quote, "Somebody dropped the ball." Somebody dropped the ball.
Oops.
Oops. Oops. That's like when you're carrying a warhead and you drop it and you go, oops. Really?
A warhead?
Well, yeah, a warhead.
As in like the candy?
Sure, Bobby. Sure. So, also, continuing on Ebola, Obama is considering appointing an Ebola czar.
Ebola czar?
Yeah, in the government we have czars.
I haven't been paying attention to anything happening this week. I'm sorry.
In the government we have czars that are like the heads of controlling things.
Yes.
So we're trying to get an Ebola czar to help control this.
What is he going to do? He or she?
Good question. Good question at this point. We don't really know. But, Oh, here's another one. A Dallas healthcare worker that was handling a clinical Ebola specimen is on a cruise ship. on a Carnival cruise ship, nonetheless. On a Carnival, because Carnival hasn't had enough problems. But he allegedly, this worker was not informed until after he got on the ship that there was, in fact, a quarantine on anyone that dealt with this patient. The hospital did not tell this guy that you can't go on the ship. So he put himself in his own quarantine in the ship. Now, he's not displaying any symptoms, which is good, but, you know.
General stupidity of the public is going to kill us all.
Oh, you know, I don't want to... I need to... We should switch about our fun topic.
Well,
but I know I actually got... I got to switch. I actually got to switch.
I have one more comment about Ebola because
this is about Ebola too.
It is still about Ebola?
Oh.
Because I am going to Texas in
Bob's
3 weeks.
going to Texas!
For something.
He's going to Texas to star in a movie, Our Little Star. Our Little Star's all growing up. Yeah, see, Bobby's going to be in a movie. When you go in yeah.
What?
Texas. Texas of all places. I'm sorry, Texas is a wonderful state.
I mean, it's just...
But Ebola.
There's nothing going on in Austin,
Well, I like how Ebola went from Dallas, Texas to Cleveland. Like, it's specific. It's like almost Ebola specifically targeting general areas that it kind of wants to choose. But, yeah, that's scary. One of the trend, but however, there's nothing to be this Halloween in costume-wise. A lot of people are dressing up as
Ebola.
Ebola.
How do you do that?
They're buying hazmat suits and they're dressing up as Ebola
Why?
workers. I don't know. It was on the radio this morning. I was like, really? To which, and here's what the radio had to respond. Well, if you think that it's okay to do this, just remember, the hazmat suit you bought from the party store probably won't protect you against Ebola. What is news coming to that this is what we say?
Did people think it would?
I don't know. That is the question, ladies and gentlemen. But speaking of Halloween, and I posted this earlier. Oh, Billy Bob got the trivia right.
They did?
Yep, Billy Bob. It was Peter Pan peanut butter.
Really?
Yes, Peter Pan peanut butter is like this. It was on World News last night. It's this big deal in all these other countries. Same label and everything. They don't even change the language.
I'm hearing
Shocking.
some form of static through the headphones. I'm not sure what that is, but if anybody hears static, let us know.
Yeah, I hear static too. If anyone hears static, it might just be because things are happening. I don't know. What? Okay.
Yes, I am going to Texas for a Rooster Teeth thing, because they're making the movie, and the set is in Texas, and they're in Texas.
And Official Cutie says, don't get Ebola, Bobby. And we were going to talk about Halloween costumes. So I put on the fancy Twitter thing. On the Twitter thing, I put, if anyone had any interesting Halloween costume ideas. Billy Bob said a full-on Cupid in a diaper. Okay, Billy
all right,
Bob.
then.
Billy Bob, you are a strange individual, but I like your style. So, Bobby, do you have any interesting ideas for Halloween?
For Halloweens? Vampire Pete Wentz?
Vampires are always...
I mean, he's right there on the computer. You have a video up we were going to play.
Yeah, we'll play that later when we inevitably run out of news. I managed in the last 20 minutes to, manage to fill this out. And we have some news.
You have something else to talk about?
Well, we were going to talk about the Halloween thing, but if you guys want to call
about the Halloween thing,
because about Halloween costumes or lack thereof.
The music video for "Centuries" by Fall Out Boy is now up, and I really want to watch that.
Bobby. Okay, later, Bobby. How did we get completely off the news? This is just...
Pete Wentz is right there.
Bobby,
okay, go ahead.
So, we finally have a name for our fight against ISIS, because, the government likes to name things.
Yes.
It is Inherent Resolve.
Inherent Resolve.
Operation Inherent Resolve.
All right, what does that mean?
I don't know. I don't know. Oh. Did you hear about Well, you don't watch the news, so I was going to say this is a sports-related thing.
ISIS to sports.
Yeah, from ISIS to sports, because we like to jump around, so you have to pay attention. It's not like you go, oh, when's the weather on? It's never on. It's kind of, how was it outside? I've been stuck down here for an hour. Is it still kind of overcast and...
Outside?
Yeah.
It's kind of cold.
It's kind of cold.
Kind of cold. Just, it's not raining, but it's cold.
Yeah, it was raining. It's kind of...
The ground is wet.
The ground is wet. But... Lululemon, a yoga business company store. It was a yoga store in the Galleria Mall. Did you see their front mat? This was all over the news. This was on Twitter. This is everything. They had a mat that said, wide right, no goal, in front of their store.
What?
Wide right,
what?
No goal.
Yes.
You know what that is, right?
No.
Bobby, if you say no... A lot of Buffalo people are going to be very mad at you, so say that you forgot.
I honestly don't care.
Bobby, don't say that. You're going to get us in so much trouble. You don't know wide right, no goal. Okay.
And my brain has been replaced with better things.
Ladies and gentlemen, for those of you that weren't around back in the years, which is us too, but I know about it, back in the years when the Bills were in the Super Bowl... Wide right, no goal refers to that time when we had a field goal and it was wide rights, no goal, and we lost.
Doesn't that happen all the time for us?
Bobby, do you want to suffer? They add time on purgatory for saying these kinds of things, Bobby. They add time on purgatory, okay? Don't you dare insult Buffalo. Don't insult Buffalo. But they literally, the front mat of their store said wide right, no goal. Of course, everyone in Buffalo is like, what were you thinking? And they're like, well, it was meant to symbolize how we're united in the face of adversity. When, in reality, I think it's just, hey, we got our name in the news. Ha-ha.
I don't pay attention to sports. In general, not just Buffalo.
Yes, we're aware of that. We're aware of that. It's sad, but true. Guardrails, Bobby.
The guardrails?
Guardrails, Bobby.
Are the guardrails going to give me Ebola?
No, but the places released... They released... Remember I said... They had the 1990s videos where they're showing how the guardrails never fail.
Yes.
They just released 4 videos from the 90s that they had kept secret that showed the guardrails can fail. But they said that they weren't important because they were an experimental design. And since we didn't use them, it was okay. So I don't know what to think of this, because if that isn't the guardrail they're using, then I don't understand why this is news, other than the fact that... Bobby, do you still believe the guardrail's coming after you?
Yes.
Yes, he does.
Yes, I do.
Bobby firmly believes. That gives me an idea for a Halloween costume.
Are you going to be a guardrail?
Yes. I should be a guardrail.
It's too spooky.
It's too spooky. It's too spooky for you, Bobby.
What am I doing with my life? All right.
So, other than the fact that Ebola's on planes... and everything else seems to be on planes, an air duct failed in an American Airlines plane and blew out the interior wall panel on a flight.
What?
It causes no damage because it's just that plastic on the inside.
Yeah.
But it literally just went flying out, and there's just like pipes coming out and this loud noise. And like the stewardess were looking at it, they're like,
more
oh, there's
concerned
no
for my
problem.
life.
There's no problem here. It's okay. And the people are like, are we gonna emergency land? We're like, we're not sure. And then they're like, I think you should. And it's like, okay. But there was no real danger. It was just like,
should I be scared of the plane, or should I be scared of Ebola in Texas?
I think you should be scared of a guardrail buying a ticket on a plane to give you Ebola,
my God.
Bobby. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. He's coming for you. He's coming for you, Bobby. On a serious note, I don't know if we can do a serious note. 25 years ago today was the San Francisco earthquake. That's 6.9.
Yes.
Yeah, you know about that.
Yes.
And we've all learned about that. That was 25 years ago.
25 years ago.
Just to put that into perspective,
I was
Bobby,
not born.
We are both 18, so this is... We've seen it on reruns.
Reruns of
Reruns, like
Reruns of the-
Frasier or Frasier. Why can't I think of another? It's like we're on the radio, so I have to say Frasier because there's
Frasier.
Frasier. You ever watch Frasier, Bob?
I have not.
You've never watched Frasier?
I remember you bringing this up at some point. Like, you should watch this. I'm like, no, I'm good.
Like all the time.
I'm good.
I can't pronounce cities in South Korea.
Let me see.
Songnam.
Where is this?
Songnam, South Korea.
Seongnam? Seongnam? I have no idea.
Songnam, South Korea. Sorry that we're butchering it. 16 people fell 20 meters to their death.
Oh my gosh.
When a ventilation grate they were standing on during a concert collapsed and they fell.
It's terrible.
They were listening to 4 Minute, a popular girl band in Asia. I don't think it's that important what they were listening to.
Well, I have a comment on that actually,
What?
because there's a lot of girls groups from Asia. Like, a lot of them have been losing members recently. Like, it's some crazy event where everybody's just leaving. I don't understand why. Everybody's been freaking out about it.
There's a lot of rules for Asian girl bands, such as you can't be in a relationship.
Oh.
Yes.
All right.
They're
then.
basically held.
Well, I don't know if that's the problem.
To the same standards as like way back in the day in the U.S. before the women's movement.
Yes.
Kind of like that.
Yes.
Where they have no rights because they sign these contracts, and that's one of the issues. Hurricane Gonzalo, a Category 4, is barreling towards Bermuda with 145 mile per hour winds.
Oh my goodness.
At the same time, Hurricane Ana, we're still waiting for Hurricane Elsa, but Hurricane Ana in the Pacific is heading towards Hawaii, and may be the first ever hurricane ever to hit the main island.
I have a comment about that.
Yes.
A comment has been made about the show. Hashtag Death Radio Show. Hashtag only talk about death.
Yeah, it's spooky Halloween month.
It's death is. I mean, all right. I mean, it's terrible that people die,
but unfortunately, that seems to be the only thing to talk about. Well, we could have continued talking about Halloween costumes. If anyone wants to tweet us at Niagara124 or call us at 286-7315 and talk about Halloween costume ideas, since I've gone to 2 different stores and there's nothing this year. There was really nothing.
I have
unless you want to be a Game of Thrones character.
Game of Thrones.
Nothing. There is nothing. It's kind of it's a bad year.
Right. I have something I want to plug in. As opposed to talking about death, we can talk about life. On October 25th, I am participating in a charity event known as Extra Life, if anybody wants to donate to that. Basically, I'll be sitting at my computer for 24 hours and live streaming. So, for your enjoyment, I will play video games until I pass out.
And what does this do?
What does this do? You can donate if you want, because it's for a good cause. I'm doing this for a good cause, of course. All proceeds of the donations will go to the Women and Children's Hospital of Buffalo, where I was staying when I was sick last year, and I really want to give back to them for helping me out. So that's good. So if you want to donate, I will put the link on Twitter and Facebook today after the show. Please consider it. Even $1 will help. I'm not asking for much.
No, please donate. We talk about a lot of sad things, and this is one of those times where this radio show can do something useful, especially our man Bobby here is really going out of his way to help others. And
by sitting on my computer for 24 hours and talking about things.
And making money for Women and Children's Hospital.
If anybody would like to donate, please, thank you.
Yes, please donate. Please give money.
Congratulations.
Congratulations! We managed to make it another half hour. Technically, no, because I started late. We had to start late.
What time did you start at?
We started around 12:06 because there was I had to delay.
Should we play music now so we can comment on it?
Yes.
Do we want to play music?
Yes.
Right, everybody. This is Immortals by Fall Out Boy. It came out this week, and it's a pretty great song.
Bobby's request. Enjoy, Bobby.
Due to copyright blocking the original video in Germany, the hunky hunks at Niagara 124 have removed the original audio. Deal.
Fall Out Boy's amazing. I love them.
Well, that was something. That was a song.
But that came out this week. That is the song that will be in Big Hero 6, the Disney movie that comes out in November, which is going to be amazing as well.
Oh, did I tell you, Bobby?
Huh?
That's actually what's going to happen if Ebola ever hits. You're going to look like the kid, and I'm going to look like Baymax. I'm just going to walk into school like that.
We're going to form a superhero team to fight Ebola. All right.
Oh, I just got...
Sponsored by Marvel.
Sponsored by Marvel. Speaking of Marvel, I finally watched Captain America: The Winter Soldier.
You did?
Yeah, it was a surprisingly good film. It was lots of action, a decent amount of story, unlike Transformers, which is
the new Transformers.
The new Transformers.
I mean, the first one was kind of okay.
No, Bobby, the new Transformers. Like, I can't even say I'm going to spoil anything because there's no story. There's none. It is literally almost 3 hours of explosions and Optimus Prime riding a robot dinosaur. There's nothing. And a fake Steve Jobs. Like this guy that's supposed to be like a really mean Steve Jobs or something.
Are they making a fifth movie? Is Michael Bay making a fifth Transformers movie?
Of course, because it made like $11 cajillion.
What is the next one going to be about?
Transformers. Optimus Prime does laundry.
Oh my gosh. Alright.
Surprisingly, Billy Bob's been pretty silent this week.
Billy Bob, step up your game, man.
Yeah, Billy Bob. But
what are you doing?
Yeah, Billy Bob. You're failing us, Billy Bob. I still think that Billy Bob is just Bobby.
I tweet us.
Yeah, but you could...
I just talk to myself.
You can have two tweets. You can have two Twitters at once. I have a separate Twitter. I don't use it, but it's completely empty.
I'm not Billy Bob. I promise I wouldn't do that. I'm not a bad person.
Okay. Yeah, it's like we're so desperate that we created a third person.
But I actually have more news if we can talk about news.
Yes, news, please.
Like we've done the half an hour of news. We were going to go on to the randomness, but
No,
I could talk about more things.
We did not do half an hour. We did like 10 minutes of news.
An article I found on Reddit about it's loading back up. I'm sorry, I had to back up. But basically, a police officer killed a man in some town that I do not have the name of. What is it? Cottageville?
Cottageville. That does not seem like a place where policemen are shooting people. It seems more like a place where they're having a water gun fight.
I'll read the article and then we can comment on it. But basically, the headline is "Small town's future uncertain after astronomical jury verdict." And basically, what this is saying is a police officer killed a man. And his family sued the town because it's the town's fault, because the police officer works for the town. And the jury awarded them with $97.5 million as a result of that lawsuit. And the town only makes $600,000 a year on average. So I'm not sure how that's going to happen, how that's going to work out. Do you have any insight?
Does it say how the police officer killed the individual? I know that's kind of a random question, but was it like, did he shoot him or did he just like hit him with a car by accident?
$97.5 million award by a federal jury to the family of a town leader fatally shot by a Cottageville police officer 3 years ago.
A town leader?
I don't know.
Like is this like turning into like The Dark Knight? Where the politicians are getting by the... Oh. So serious.
If I can find more information, I'll let you know, but that's all this says, and that's all Reddit is talking about. That's top on news right now, for some reason.
On Reddit news.
Yes.
Ladies and gentlemen. On Reddit. Oh, Billy Bob. Absence makes the heart grow fonder. That's so true, Billy Bob. We missed your tweets.
We did miss you, Billy Bob.
We did miss you, Billy Bob. We still don't know who you are, and we'd love to actually meet you one of these days.
Billy Bob, please. Please, Billy Bob.
However, it is pretty funny, the fact that we're always just begging to see Billy Bob, and we have no idea who Billy Bob is.
Because they're, like, biggest fan here, at least.
Like, that should be, like... that's going to be our
90% of our
Christmas present.
90% of our tweets are from Billy Bob.
Yeah.
That's why we talk about them.
Yes, we talk... if you tweeted us, we'd talk about you, too. The other, like, percent is at Official Cutie. And that's about it.
That's about it.
That's wow. 12:37, Bobby.
12:37. Do you have any more news? Because we can move on to the next part where we just sit here.
Oh no, we're just moving on straight to the next part.
Straight to the next part.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is time.
Let me start it off. How was your week? I ask you this every week and you don't answer me.
Because I don't know how my week was like. That's like asking me.
Well, what'd you do this week?
I can't even remember right now, Bobby. I'm very tired.
I am very tired as well.
This is why we put the show on Friday, because we just ramble.
Got anything to say?
Pumpkin spice.
Pumpkin spice. What about pumpkin spice?
I don't understand people's fascination with something. It doesn't taste like pumpkin. It tastes like a pumpkin candle. And not like what a pumpkin candle smells like. What a pumpkin candle tastes like. And don't ask me how I know that.
You've tasted a pumpkin candle?
No, I haven't.
How do you know that?
Because
reasons.
Because it's classified. It's classified, man. It's
too spooky.
Too
tasting pumpkin candles.
Tasting but like everyone's kind of midline favorite place to get their drinks is Dunkin' Donuts.
What about Starbucks?
We don't talk about Starbucks.
Arrives 15 minutes late to radio show with Starbucks.
Oh my gosh.
Does the Tim Hortons in Galley have any pumpkin stuff? Because there's a lot of people in line for that right now.
Yeah, if they have pumpkin stuff, you could buy us some stuff, guys.
I don't necessarily like pumpkin spice.
Neither of us exactly. Well, like pumpkin pie. If you have pumpkin pie, that sounds good. Yeah.
Billy Bob wants to know why you're licking candles. Do you have any reason for that?
Well, they smell so good, and there's. I don't lick candles. I just...
Nico the candle licker guy.
Nico the candle licker guy. And Bobby the... What are you again?
I'm Bobby the Fall Out Boy guy. I also have more Fall Out Boy news if we can go back to that.
Yes.
Something very important that happened this week. Patrick Stump has a son now. Declan Stump. He's adorable.
Declan.
Yeah, his name's Declan.
Declan.
It's been all over the place, especially on Tumblr, where a lot of things happen to fans.
Aw, how cute. Congratulations. Oh, gosh.
Ellen DeGeneres made a comment. It's a boy. It's a Fallout boy.
Oh, man, no. Ellen.
All right.
Oh, and guess who's going to host the Oscars this year?
Ellen?
No.
Oh.
And it was funny because... Okay, I just got to tell you. Oh,
we have a call.
We have a caller.
You can tell me after we answer.
I'll tell you after the call. Oh. Hello? You're on the air? Or not, because you hung up.
Yeah, the phone stopped ringing.
Drop. Oh. Okay, that was peanut butter and jelly sandwiches
Billy
all
Bob.
over again. Was that Billy Bob?
Yes, Billy Bob is saying Fall Out Boy sucks. Congratulations, Billy Bob. I don't like you anymore.
Billy Bob, you are my new best friend. You are my new best friend. Bobby's sitting here in a Fall Out Boy shirt. We're gonna post this. We're gonna post this on the Twitter. This is Friday's fashion because I'm just wearing a trench coat and I don't know if anyone wants to see that.
It's a Century shirt.
But yeah, he's wearing a Century shirt.
We're talking a lot about Fall Out Boy because music video today that I really want to watch right now.
Yes, so he's going into overload. He's like in that state, like that withdrawal where he's shaking.
Yes, at Official Cutie, you are now my #1 fan. Congratulations.
Oh, well, duh.
Duh. What do you mean by that?
I mean, duh.
Duh.
Duh. We have 2 fans, Bobby.
Billy Bob will meet us after. After what?
What? Really? Where? Are you going to meet us behind the studio?
That sounded kind of...
Well, no, it's a hall. It's not a hallway. It's a well-lit area where the lovely people of Gallagher Center hang out. So, yes. Phone call!
We have another caller if this will work.
Hello.
You're on the air.
You're on the air now.
Hello.
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 Okay, I have everything set up right, so I don't know what's going on.
We're getting some prank calls.
I think we are.
What is this?
I don't know. Let's try it. If anyone tries calling in one more time, please.
So, you have any comments about anything this week that you're excited for? Maybe. We have another call.
Hello. Okay. What? Why? It can't. Are we failing this again? No. This is lit.
Somebody is prank calling us.
Is someone actually prank calling us, or are we just?
Hello? Yeah, your phone near the thing makes
Yeah, your phone near the thing. Drop.
Hello, person waving into window.
Drop again. Off phone. If it's a prank call, okay.
Oh my
if
gosh.
someone can actually hear us, then someone listening to the show just message in that you could have heard them.
Social media is exploding. I'm getting so many notifications.
Why, what's going on?
I'm getting text messages at once, tweets at once. I'm getting Facebook notifications.
What's going on? Anything interesting?
No, nothing at all. I'm just getting a lot of notifications.
Well, and that's the news, ladies and gentlemen. Bobby getting lots of notifications.
Right, but... So... What did I want to say? Do you have anything to say?
Oh, a new Happy Meal toy. Even McDonald's is talking death. Look at this bucket. We're going to post this photo on the Twitter.
That's like a Dia de los Muertos bucket.
We do not...
It's not that...
What does Dia de los Muertos translate to,
Dia
Bobby?
de los Muertos celebrates death and, like, praise for the people who are dead or dying, and it's just a big celebration.
Yes, and we have some really good food. Bobby? Oh, so... Wait, okay. At Official Cutie, could you actually hear us at Official Cutie? Don't just say fix your phone board, because...
Were you calling?
If you were calling... It might just be... We've been having problems, and this is out of my control.
There's a lot of problems in here right now.
If you're wondering why we had to delay the show, we're playing music from YouTube. The music system was skipping on us, and currently the set that also has the phone thing, the dump button is broken, or it's not working properly. So we're having just a couple of issues. So if you're wondering why we're having lots of if that is a technical problem and not a prank call. Or if someone could hear them and they'd just say, we could hear them, something's wrong with you guys, again, like show number one.
I mean, something is wrong with us, but that's not the point.
You know what I mean, Bobby. why do you got to be like that? Even McDonald's is McDonald's.
Even
man.
McDonald's is McDonald's.
Have you eaten at McDonald's?
I have. Have you?
Yes.
How have you not? Like, it's McDonald's.
Oh, well, I know someone that just had their first burger like a couple months ago.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Congratulations at Official Cutie for having your first McDonald's hamburger like a month ago. Let's try this. We're going to do it. Hello. This is there's we can't hear them, only the ringing. This is not...
What?
No, they can't hear them. So this is something's literally pranking.
Okay, well, the phone keeps ringing. There's also background noise because there's people behind us outside the door talking for some reason. So if you can hear that, I'm sorry.
Yeah. And just keep twittering. Just keep twittering. Just keep twittering.
Let's go into a special part. If you have anything for us to talk about, if you want us to comment on something, just tweet us and let us know. If you have a question, if you have if you want any advice on something, we'll answer everybody. So go ahead. For the last 15 minutes.
Okay. Oh, Artificial Cutie said people at NC were calling. We couldn't hear them on the show. Well, the people at NC that are calling, either A, something's wrong with the system, or B, something may be wrong with the system.
All right, well, so I believe something is wrong with the system.
Yeah, I believe there's just...
The answering machine is picking up and not us.
Mm-hmm.
So let's ignore phone calls for now.
Yeah.
Just don't call in because we won't be able to answer you.
Yeah.
So, but you can still tweet us. You can still post anything to our Facebook page. I guess can people post to our Facebook page, or can they only comment?
I don't know.
Billy Bob wants to take me on a date to McDonald's and we can get toys.
Yeah, I got the... Wait, was that... It says owl, it doesn't say Bobby. It just says aisle. Why do you think it's you?
Who's, you were going to talk about something before the phone rang the first time? What was that? Like, you also never said who's hosting the Oscars.
Guess.
Who?
Who's hosted everything else?
I have no idea.
Neil Patrick Harris.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Neil Patrick Harris.
That makes sense.
Ladies and gentlemen, Neil Patrick Harris is hosting the Oscars. I know, we didn't answer that.
What were you going to move on to, though, before we got into this whole phone ringing, trying to answer the phone thing? Because you were going to talk about something.
Don't ask me what I was going to talk about. I don't know.
You don't know what you're talking about?
I'm just a free-floating spirit, man.
Right. Well,
what is life?
I've got no other news whatsoever. Because nothing happened this week besides Ebola stuff, unfortunately.
Yes.
Yes. He's testing it by calling in. Hello?
Is it working? No.
You shouldn't do that. It's going to, spaz out. Don't use the phone in here.
What? No, it's fine. No, it's not spazzing out. It's okay. But, yeah, for some reason, the call works. It is a two-way call. They can hear it through the call. We just can't hear it through the show.
This is going to, create a bunch of random noise on the show. Using your phone in here, calling in, and then having it repeatedly.
Okay. No, it's... Bobby, we can hear everything that's on the show in this earpiece.
I just heard it, yes.
Yeah, and I couldn't, which means that either my headphones are shot.
Your headphones are shot? What?
I don't know. They're just... I can't hear... We're having lots of technical problems.
Yeah, there's a lot of tech problems this week.
For some reason, things are just being weird.
October,
the month where we're gonna...
Halloween spooky month.
So much.
Do you know what you're being for Halloween yet?
No, I don't.
You don't?
No, like I said, there's no Halloween costume. So if anyone has an idea for me, what I should be, tweet it.
We just really want people to talk to us because we're bored and we're sitting here with nothing to talk about.
Don't be a jerk, Bobby.
What?
Thank you, Billy Bob.
Wow.
Thank you, Billy Bob.
I'm sorry, Billy Bob.
I would talk about Project Runway, but you wouldn't get any of it, so...
How about we talk about something we can both comment on?
Do you have anything we can both comment on? You play video games and I watch Project Runway. I watch weird shows on television and you don't watch television.
I don't watch television.
Oh, I should be Billy Bob, according to Billy Bob. Is that just wearing a black morph suit or just not showing up? That's just not showing up and randomly tweeting. Got it. Billy Bob, we don't know who you are.
Billy Bob, your Halloween costume will be a guy in a morph suit. Or no. Since the default Twitter icon is an egg,
it would be a person dressed as an egg.
No, it'll just be the gray morph suit and then an egg over their face, and then they have 20 phones on them that are all set to the Twitter app. And just attach the phones to the morph suit.
What? That's a very expensive costume, Bobby. That is very... We don't... How about on a budget, since there's college kids listening that have no monies, or less monies, because college is expensive, man. So expensive. Was it expensive? So expensive.
What is expensive? College?
College.
I mean, yeah, it's kind of expensive. I mean, for some people. A lot of people, actually.
Yes. College
money.
So
something I don't have any of. Do you have money, Nico?
What? Do I have money?
Yes.
Well, I have a couple of dollars on my NU card. Ladies and gentlemen, I apologize, but we have 8 minutes left and stuff. You will soon. Are you excited? Billy Bob, does that mean we're finally going to get to meet
The last
you, Billy Bob?
15 minutes of our show is devoted to Billy Bob's tweets.
Yes, the last...
As of right now.
As of right now, the last 15 minutes are completely devoted to Billy Bob's tweets.
Or anybody else if you
Or
want to
anyone
tweet
else
too.
who tweets.
And
If you
lights
tweet-
just
And the
fell.
lights just fell from the sky.
Oh my gosh.
And the plague is brought down upon thee. And you will know that I'm screaming. And you will know my name is the Lord when I lay my vengeance upon thee. Pulp Fiction.
Yes.
Oh gosh. Yes, I'll be there. Billy Bob.
Billy
We're gonna
Bob.
meet Billy
Wait,
Bob.
Billy Bob, can we have you as a guest on the show one day?
Well, we'll have to run it through our other number one fan, Josh.
Oh my gosh, that'd be wonderful.
Yeah. Well, we'll
sure
just,
he would approve of
Yeah,
that.
if we text in, yeah, we could have Billy Bob on the show. We could have Billy Bob on the show.
That'd be great.
That'd be
we don't
great.
have enough chairs in here.
Yep.
We have no room.
Niagara
whatsoever.
124-7. What's with what? Just a 7. What?
7.
What does 7 mean?
27 is a Fall Out Boy song.
Bobby. Calm down, Bobby. Calm down.
Yeah, you know what? In
What?
7 minutes, I'll be able to watch the music video and I'll be happy, alright?
That's why. There's 7 minutes left in the show. Oh, maybe that's why they tweeted 7.
That would be... If that is not why they tweeted 7, that's a huge coincidence.
We're just... This is just sad.
What do you have up on the computer there? What is that?
What?
What is it?
Oh, I was playing Childish Gambino earlier.
Oh.
Yeah, you weren't here for that.
It's just...
You've never... Never mind. Never mind, Bobby.
I honestly have absolutely nothing else to talk about, so if you just want to play music...
No, we can't. We have so many more minutes, though. Oh, I finally brought a ping pong ball. We could play ping pong.
Where ping pong tables are in the residence halls, right?
Yeah, I know, but Miles is gonna bring me into O'Shea so we can play ping pong.
My gosh, ping pong.
So, ladies and gentlemen, if you want to watch Bobby and I play
if
ping
anybody
pong,
wants to play ping pong, go to O'Shea in how many minutes?
Probably how many hours it's gonna
Hours.
be whenever Miles is. I don't have Miles's number, so whenever we see him randomly walking around campus, then.
Shout out to
we'll
Miles, whatever his last name is.
No, we don't know Miles' last name.
I'm so sorry, Miles.
Miles, you're just Miles to us. You're on a first name basis.
Shout out to Miles Luna as well of Rooster Teeth, because his name is also
What
Miles.
does that have to do
He's
with
cool.
anything?
He's-
What does that have to do with anything?
You're gonna play some Ruby music.
Yes,
You're
I
Googling it.
am, because you mentioned Rooster Teeth. So I have to find the right one, because there's like 20 different versions.
Billy Bob, you can play ping pong. Go to O'Shea.
Billy Bob.
Right, just everybody remember, Extra Life, October 25th. I will be streaming. Even if you don't donate, watch me, because I'll be talking all day and playing games.
Yes.
And that'll be fun.
Yes.
It's from 8 a.m. October 25th to 8 a.m. October 26th, but I will probably not play the whole time. I will take breaks. So just heads up.
And we promise that next week we will have more to talk about.
And Nico, you can be on live stream too if you want.
Well, I don't know how.
Skype.
How do
Skype works.
Skype.
Yeah, we can just
Yeah,
talk.
but I can't be on there for like 24 hours. Wait, what day is this?
It's October 25th.
What's October?
It's Saturday.
Okay.
I'll mention this next week too because it's the
Okay,
day after,
I was gonna say. Yeah, next week's when it happens.
That's the big thing that's happening right now. It's a big event, so
When it doodly
that's
does,
all I have to
man.
talk about.
That's when it doodly does.
I have no more news. I have nothing
Man.
else to look forward to.
This is just.
It's I'm really tired, and it's been a long week.
It's been-
Even though Monday was Columbus Day and we had no class.
Yeah.
All right.
For some reason, having that day off is enough to just. What? Who? Watson John.
Watson John,
So I'm here too, waiting.
congratulations, sarcastic Watson. You and Billy Bob are now some anonymous stalkers.
I'm a little scared if I open the door. Please do not knock on the fish tank. Thank you very much. We should dress as fish, Bobby.
Dressed as fish?
Yeah, and we're in a fish tank. Get it?
This is not a fish tank.
But it has glass
If there was
windows.
water in here, we'd probably be dead.
Oh, that's what you think.
No, look at all the electronics.
Oh, you mean electronics-wise.
Electricity kills you, unfortunately.
I get it. Cool-a-rooney. Cool. Come on, say it. Cool-a-rooney. Say it, Bobby.
What?
Cool-a-rooney.
Why? What is that?
It's from an episode of Rocket Power back in the 90s.
Why?
When the
Oh my
dad was
gosh,
trying to
Rocket-
create a cool word, and he says, Cool-a-rooney. Come on, you could say it. Cool-a-rooney.
I don't want to say it.
Say it.
I will instantly sound less cool if I say it.
I will call you in the middle of the night, just like at the end of the episode, and I will be like, come on. Cool-a-rooney.
I'm slightly concerned for my life.
Watson John, Sarcastic Watson. 3 minutes, you can make it, maybe.
Our entire fan base consists of, like...
Random
people who continually tweet us.
We can do it, Bobby.
We can do what?
To hold on for 2 more minutes. We can do it.
Hold on for 2 more minutes?
We can do it.
I have another self-promo if you want me.
Yes!
Everybody should check out my YouTube channel where I make videos.
Yes, is it Frizzy B-Man?
It's Frizzy B-Man 11.
It is 11?
Oh, the title is 11. The actual username is not 11.
Yeah, I noticed that. That was weird.
Yeah.
So yeah, Frizzy B-Man 11. Check out his Let's Plays.
No, the Let's Plays are on the other channel,
Lobby
and
of
they're not as appropriately worded as the videos in my channel.
Yes. And yes. Absolutely.
So
Billy Bob is on their way.
That's where you can find me on the internet. That's what I'll be doing. I'll be streaming. I have a YouTube channel. Twitter is FrizzyBeeman11. If you want to contact me about anything besides the show, go ahead.
Yes.
I don't have anything.
Yeah, you could always. We're so lonely. We're so
That's not that I'm lonely. It's just that I make things on the internet for people to enjoy.
I'm considering making videos.
Considering making videos, we make a radio show. We can make videos.
Yo, that's phase 2. Don't talk about phase 2, Bobby.
Don't talk about phase 2.
They are not prepared for phase 2.
What's phase 3?
They are not prepared for phase 2.
What is phase 1?
That's classified, Bobby. And it's classified to you too, listening audience.
It's classified to you too? Oh my gosh. Poor Bono. He doesn't even get to know anything either.
What the?
There's a time bomb. We're gonna explode.
What is going on?
Something's beeping.
Something is beeping hysterically. And our show is over, ladies and gentlemen. So, bye. I don't know where that beeping's coming from.
Something's beeping.